You sure it's the same haircut? Anyway, hey everybody, this is Retrokid Reviews doing a quick Hasbro Plus rundown of everything that came out that weekend. I'm going to cover one or two Nerf-related news that came out, one prior to it and one during it. Prior to it, Halo Infinite released some of the blasters that is going to be from the game. The one I might get, but probably won't, unless my family buys it for me for Christmas or whatever, the Bulldog. It looks nice. It reminds me a lot of pump action revolver based blasters. One for a quick example, the Revoltinaire from the Adventure Force line. Would love if it was 48 rounds, but knowing there it would cost them a pretty penny. I think it's like 10 or 20 rounds. The price is like 35, so probably 40 here in my state in New York. So for a licensed Nerf product, I thought it would go a little higher. Personally, I would think like another $5 more just to offset the cost, and again, the license with 343 nowadays working with Halo. And yes, if you've seen my previous video, card 2, your eyes don't deceive you. I did do another shave. Again, not building another real Nerf character, or just beards and me don't stay here long enough if you're new to the channel. The one that was revealed at Hasbro Plus, Natty from Foam Blast, she covered really quickly on a very old Ghostbusters blaster that is going to be nerfized, or I guess recontextualized, or a remake, probably. I don't know. It's the Ghost Popper, I think, from the real Ghostbusters. Yeah, long before the days of the real Red Hood and that other guy. Turns out the animated series for Ghostbusters had to say, no, we're the real one here too. So it's kind of been a long 35-year-old tradition. It looks nice. It's probably not going to pop maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 feet. Be amazed it hits 50, to be honest with you. I don't know the exact cost. I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to actually buy it for collection's sake, if you were a Ghostbusters fan when this was coming out. Another reason why there's a lot more Ghostbusters-related products is that they moved from Mattel to Hasbro last year, so that's why they're into the fold for Hasbro-related products. For Power Rangers, you get a cast reveal for Dino Fury. I would leave the news down below, but I also want you guys to follow. Listen anyway. I've been following him on Instagram. He's been doing a full cast breakdown of everyone that's coming out so far. Also, the trailer is actually not bad. It's in the same vein like past Power Rangers trailers, where they just use most of the Sentai footage. Apparently, there's been a weird Toku Reddit conspiracy that they've been fast forwarding some of the TV Nihon footage. Fan sub wise, just to get the Zord stuff out of the way. I don't know. Zeltrax talked about it on Facebook. Card to Zel's channel in case he talks about it again if he wants to break down the trailer. I don't see it, honestly. I think it's just an editing choice, often than not. If I remember Rio Soldier, it started out with 3 Sentai members, then build I think a traditional 6 later on in the show. So that might be the same case for Dino Fury. And one little key phrasing I want to say that the trailer did, in the tradition of dinosaur teams in the past. So, wow, you guys actually remember Dino Thunder for a minute there. Yeah, that weird transition. Dino Thunder Reds, I think his name was Connor. I could be getting the name wrong also. It's been a while since I talked about Disney era Rangers. He's getting a Lightning Collection figure. Cat is finally going to be a Mighty Morphin character for the Lightning Collection. Great. One problem, she's back in pink, which is good. So far, so good, right? It's metallic armor. What do I mean by that? First of all, I highly recommend, if I got the card up already, Top 4th Walls, History of Power Rangers, way early on in Mighty Morphin days. Yeah, metallic armor was kind of crap. They just, I guess, glimmered or did something to make it sparkly. It was just sparkly armor. It was the same stuff. It wasn't like what you saw in the 95 movie that I already reviewed, also card 2. If it was like that, cool. I always saw that as the metallic armor, but you know, that's just me. So, either way, hey, Cat's in Mighty Morphin gear. That's awesome. Hopefully, we can get a Rocky Red Ranger and an Adam Black Ranger, an Aisha Yellow Ranger. Probably down the road. If they're hurting for that much Season 3 material, how about that? And I don't know, Alien Rangers. What I will say, the bright spot for the Lightning Collection is that they're doing double packs again, but in verses. Case in point, going back to Disney era, you're getting Sky from SBD with his head sculpt and helmetless head sculpt, awesome. And you get somebody from B Squad to versus with them. I'm like, really? For those who don't watch my SBD, B Squad is just basically in space helmet resculpts and supposed to be the better team. Oh, sorry, A Squad. I forgot the whole thing. Again, if I have time for cards, like I said, on Top of the Fourth Wall explains it a little bit better. There have been other people that did it. I think Deshinta, so I'll leave his channel if that video is still around. So that's cool. Another cool thing, you get Andros from in space also, and in Astronema. So again, makes sense. They had a good couple of will they won't they's on getting her back as a sister kind of thing. If you saw the show, so yeah, that's awesome. And that's kind of it. There's a new monster pack for anyone who's building Mighty Morphin Era monsters to go with your collection, and guys on Instagram that love using like big collaborative like fight scene kind of stuff. I try to do it sometimes on Instagram, but as you can tell, I need more figures to do that. I think D Amazing does the best stuff there. Cardro's channel. If, again, like I said, if I have time for the cards. Nothing really new. The one highlight I want to say, I'm not a D&D guy, but I highly recommend watching the panel that Matthew Leonard did. He had a fun time. He regaled stories of like his old D&D group he had 20 years ago that he still rolls with to this day for like charities and stuff. And it's actually pretty cool. Also, one lesser movie of his that turned 25 this year, Hack the Planet, aka Hackers. Long story short, he also did a watch party. I'll probably leave it in the description if you guys want to see. I guess the highlights, because I'm pretty sure YouTube blocked it or whatever. It's still a dated movie, sadly, but some of the tech is sorta nowadays problems, but it's still a Gonzo kind of 90s movie if you guys want to watch it for the sake of Gonzo, so that's just me. After that is the Marvel stuff. There hasn't really been anything insane. They're finally pulling the trigger on more Into the Spider-Verse stuff, because I guess the movie's coming out pretty soon. Next 2 years from now, again because of COVID. You get a new Miles figure with the hoodie from Into the Spider-Verse, which is awesome. A new Gwenpool, which I think she needs a new head sculpt to begin with. I don't really know much on the Spider-Land for that. The one that did surprise me that I joked on Trench's Discord that I might use him as my new bipod. And it's their Build-A-Figure coming up, Stiltman. He's I think a Z or D tier Spider-Man villain that I'm not kidding. I would totally use as my new bipod or tripod in this case if he for my cameras. That would be funny for like Scarlet Spiders content. If you guys want to see that. Yeah, the last two figures that surprised the hell out of me this soon is the Jonathan Hickman runs Magneto and Moira McTaggart. They look great. I think Magnus's helmet. I don't know about Eric's head being removable. I don't know that. I'm almost certain that you can switch the head sculpts from the movie figure that also came out earlier this year to whichever actor you want. Makes great for photo ops for Instagram for anyone who's still doing that for the custom scene. That's awesome. For Moira, there hasn't really been much. She doesn't have any alternate hand options. I don't know if there's a Build-A-Figure for like. For the sake if they're doing a full X-Men collection, now going through the Hickman line, I wouldn't mind like a Build-A-Figure of either Sabretooth in like that weird Krakoan prison they still have on him, or I guess the Council, or like a mini playset kind of thing to show how big the island is getting in the comics. I doubt it, or I guess it's a funny thing just to have like those seeds they were trying to do when the run was coming out. A true story, they were putting out flower seeds for this new run, and I was like, I wonder why, and turns out it's because they have portals and stuff with the seeds, and it was a whole thing. So, I'm kind of rambling for the sake of rambling. That's all I know. As far as Transformer stuff, I think there's a bunch of new Voyager class Beast Wars figures that might catch my attention. Word of warning, I haven't reviewed a single Transformers thing ever. I might have reviewed Bumblebee as a double review, I want to say 3 years ago, so card if that's there again, if I still have time for the cards. If not, link in the description. End cards finally coming up. Go to my previous review, which is me breaking down Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. I didn't know the name of the trailer at the time, or it being an exclusive animated series for Netflix, because it still looked like the CG movies. Other hand here to Jason's still getting a little pissy about losing at that death battle. New shirt here, thanks to family as usual. For sub to the channel, hit the notification down below. I think Internet Today had a weird snafu with their notification bell. If you don't want to do it, go to their channel. They'll explain the situation there. That all being said, take care, subscribe, and as far as Virtual Con goes, it's a step up as far as Hasbro goes.